So how a founder turned into an investor?
हाँ, तो little bit of backstory. So 2010 is when I graduated from IIM Bangalore.
And we will talk about the IIM Bangalore also, because IIM Bangalore is something which people really want, they really look into it कि यार जो भी IIM Bangalore से निकलता है, IIM Ahmedabad से निकलता है, they have a tag in them. Like yes. They have a tag in them and they get the funding very easily. They get recognized very easily, and they have a very good networks with them. They have very good finance knowledge with them. So we will dig deeper into it. But first, yes, the backstory of being an investor.
So no, exactly same thought कि बहुत कुछ आसानी से हो जाएगा because मैंने क्लासरूम में पढ़ा था. मेरा बिजनेस में ये सब दम है, तो आफ्टर आई ग्रेजुएट मैं दरवाजा खोलूंगा तो कैपिटल आ जाएगा. Exactly that, but obviously nothing like that happened. So this was 2010.
So Rohit Bhai busting myth now of the IIMs. Yes, okay.
No, obviously it's evolved.
Okay.
But no, yaar, everything is
Rohit
about
Bhai is being diplomatic now.
Look, it's always about the merit of the idea that he or she is building upon, right?
But definitely, you must be getting something out of the IIMs.
No, I got a lot out of IIM. Okay. I actually sat in the classrooms of IIM working with my professors to build a scalable model, right? So I got a lot out of it. But see, the clarity that I had was we already had a business, we already had a running enterprise that wanted to scale, right? Most people don't kind of work on the idea either when they're studying or after they come back, after they graduate, after they work for a while. So there's no one answer ki aisa hona chahiye. With mine, it was very simple. I already had a business running. I was specializing in entrepreneurship. So I just knew that I'm going to go back.
Thought of clarity was
already there. So maybe it helped. But फिर भी, it took about a year and a half to even have ये बातें कैसे करते was it took like a year and a half, right? So 2010, if you can imagine, was when Flipkart had raised its first institutional round. Everybody were still kind of finding their place in terms of how venture investing will work. बहुत कम थे यार in terms of where deals were happening, what people were coming about to grow and to set up and grow and all that. It was a very different time. आजकल की नहीं है, right? So this was a time where I had said कि यार इतना मुश्किल नहीं होना चाहिए. People should be able to at least say hello to a few folks whenever they kind of need it, right? मैंने सोचा था कि इस चीज में कुछ होगा ही नहीं, मुझे कुछ करना होगा इसके बारे में, ऐसा मैंने सोच के रखा था. But it took about a year and a half to have all these discussions, resulted in a few term sheets, and like I told you, Matrix was the first investor, and वहाँ से शुरू हुआ था. But ये मनी मन में मेरा था कि यार I should also help as many entrepreneurs as possible, not necessarily from just a capital point of view, but at least whatever I have as learning, can I share that, right? Okay. तो ऐसे सोच समझ के कर रहा था that in 2013-14 I was able to set up my first sort of incubator within Cloud9 where I had a lot of product companies come and build alongside me. So I invited a few amazing product guys because मैं खुद product नहीं बना सकता था, but I was always first about saying कि customers need to get the best of whatever they have, right? Whatever's around us. So had a lot of product companies come and build with me. बहुत अच्छा चला, but I had not taken any equity in any of them. So and some of them went on to become very good very soon. तो मैं सोचा कि मैं क्या miss कर रहा हूँ, right? And I was missing equity because I was not seeing the upside. So 2015 put together a small family fund and started investing through that. So my my co-founder in Cloud9, he invested, few friends invested, family invested, small corpus, but decided to start building from there and investing in a few founders that I had known. बहुत अच्छा चला because this was the time where all the companies that you know today are all of that vintage, right?
It was 2013.
15.
Okay, 2015.
Say, right? So all the ones who started in 2013, 14, 15 have gone on to do really, really well, right? All the names that you think of, all the unicorns that you think of, pretty much half or more of them are all of that vintage, right? So it was just the right opportunity to be there, kind of dwelling into something like this. So again, by chance it happened, was able to put some of this together, was able to grow the nice founder network. तो ये करते करते बहुत मजा आ रहा था while I was building up Cloud9. So 2017 started working with a few funds, learning कि funds कैसे सोचते हैं, कि how do they invest and all of that, right?
Okay.
And 2019 I became a scout for Sequoia. So I was amongst 20 odd people who could write a check on behalf of Sequoia.
Okay.
So that was a very different program. बहुत मजा आया उसमें कि you go deeper and understand. And the minute you're responsible for 1 rupee of outside money, na, you suddenly start thinking, yaar, I have to think more and all of that.
You have to dig deep in it.
You have to kind of become better and all of that, right? So all of this led me to believe that in 21-22, when we decided as a team to take the company public in Cloud9, I thought ki this is the right time for me to also start focusing on saying, can I go set up a fund? Right? So this is the journey to say that that's how Peer Capital was born. Took about a year to get the license and everything. So we're about a year old in terms of Peer Capital. But the idea was to say the entire entrepreneurial experience that I have. My partners are great at what they do. So the three of us together, what can we do to take discussion away from pure capital as a commodity was the primary motivation for all three of us to come and do this. So that's how we got started. And now I'm an investor. I'm still a founder at heart, but I'm an investor now.